Support from our coordinator at Playgroup Queensland is really important. He's always there to rely on if you need support, and he will always come out and give support to families or myself when it's needed.
In the initial training with the facilitator, that's our most important time, to be able to tell that facilitator what the outcomes are that we're trying to meet with the playgroup, and those are the things like achieving more connection with kindy and participation in kindy, and then in school also connecting families to local services. We run through with the facilitator the transition process, give the facilitator some skills and some practical ways to encourage families to be more involved. We do run through a lot of administration work as well too, in terms of making sure the public liability is covered, also making sure that families become members of Playgroup Queensland.
The other support that we give our facilitators is those opportunities to step into the trainings that the parents are utilising. The trainings that we offer to parents, because those are the frameworks that we would hope to see operating within our playgroup space. And also that I do try as often as I can, for as much time as I can, to dip into the playgroup mornings. So when we're having those conversations in supervision or at team meeting, I've got a pretty good understanding of that dynamic, that's being lifted up.
In the initial stages of supporting a facilitator, the first and most important thing is for us as people and an organisation, but to have a relationship with that person, and that then leads on to long-term success. There's been many times in the past where we haven't had the opportunity to meet face-to-face with some of our staff, and some of that staff have been a little more challenging to communicate with, because we haven't had that initial face-to-face consultation. We also like to, in our training, when it's possible, not only train the facilitator, but someone in the partnering organisation who may be able to help bridge the gap in some of the skill sets that the facilitator might not be strong in. So say like reporting or collecting membership forms and things like that, and getting them through. We need to take into consideration that some of these facilitators don't have access to internet, fax machines, photocopying. They're just a couple of the considerations, but it just depends from community to community. There's many things that we probably haven't already come up against that we'll just have to make work.
In my role, supporting a facilitator and finding the correct facilitator for our Play to Learn program is essential. They're the frontline workers who are going to be engaging with these families and children, and working with the children to develop their skills and their developmental areas. So finding a facilitator is key, so we're wanting to make sure that they have, education and qualifications within early childhood, or similar equivalents. So for Save the Children, we make sure that all facilitators have a Cert 3 in early childhood, or something of equivalent nature.
Mountain.